Joe Castiglione, and you're listening to Not Another Sox Podcast. Can you believe it?
Buenos noches, amigos, and welcome to another episode of Not Another Sox Podcast. I am Jack Webster here with our producer, Ian Doran, coming at you live from Providence, Rhode Island. Fellas, the WBC is pretty fucking cool.
I fucking love the WBC.
Yeah.
How does it feel to know that pretty much 24 hours a day for 2 weeks, the best players currently alive playing baseball are playing baseball for their countries nonstop?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I think we should do all-day baseball all the time. I think there should be some way where, you have, like, the Orioles and Royals start at 9 a.m. And, like, and it gives me something to watch throughout the day. And you know what? Some of the matchups are whatever. They're just for funsies. They don't really mean too much. But some of them are really cool, and then they're on at 5 a.m., and they ruin your sleep schedule, and then there's another cool game on at 10 p.m. that lasts until 1 a.m., and then you just don't sleep. And I think we should have that all the time.
I like most of it. My first and immediate question is, you're watching the Orioles?
Well, no, not the Orioles, but you get what I'm saying. Like, that's one of the ones where you can sleep through them.
Yeah, no, but why would you even use that as an example? Sleep through them 9 a.m. I'm at work, and you want me to turn on an Orioles game?
Oh, working at 9 a.m. Look at me. I'm Jeff Bezos.
It should be.
Oh, look at me. I'm Rockefeller over here. Oh.
Yeah, two guys famous for working at 9 a.m.
Yep.
Yeah, no one else has ever worked at 9 a.m. before. How are you? How is your WBC going?
This is great. I'm having
electric.
So much fun. Yeah, no, this is the best baseball that you're ever going to watch in your entire life. So just to have it on all the time, no matter who the opponent is or, what the stakes are, every single matchup, it means so much to every single one of these dudes. And, I've been enjoying it.
Yeah, we have a great question right out the gate from Zoidbergerer. Which podcast is getting relegated?
Ooh, the Bastards of Boston Baseball.
I didn't realize they were still playing at the WBC level, truthfully. But
yeah,
I would be so curious.
They're going to have to requalify.
Yeah, okay. Do we know of anyone so far that needs to requalify for the WBC?
Yes, the Czech are going to have to.
Bummer.
Yep, because Japan is 3-0 and they're facing the Czech, who are 0-3, but everybody else went 2-2 in that pool, so that one has already been decided, even with the game left.
Yeah, why even make them play against Japan? Haven't they been through enough?
Just for funsies, yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what? Like, for a country like that, they really are just happy to be there. They knew they weren't, going to shock anybody. They're probably surprised to even requalify from the last WBC. And it still, means a lot for a country like that to just even build up and have the youth of that country be aware of baseball, where they might have not been before, where now they're aware Shohei Ohtani exists and they might sign up for a little league. And who knows, in 15, 20 years, maybe they'll be somewhat of a competitive team because of these electricians and attorneys and, marketing managers that are just going out there and having fun.
I do love all of the stories that come out that's like, oh, and Czech pitcher here is actually an accountant. Yeah. Or the guy, they're like, he's a construction worker. He had to get time off of work to be here.
Yep. This guy's been retired for baseball since 2019. He owns a farm in Quebec, and now, he's just out there pitching for Team Canada, which is an actual story I heard this week.
Yeah,
so, yeah.
No, wasn't it like Oman or something like that?
Something like that, yeah.
Didn't he do okay? Didn't he finish the game?
Yeah, he did all right. He was just like, I'm going to face these Panamanians, so...
Hold on. I'm also, because I also share this, across our Twitter and YouTube and stuff. The thing that popped up on my timeline from @Fanatics, want to win this Jarren Duran signed Team Mexico WBC jersey? Comment below, tagging 2 friends, plus follow @Fanatics for a chance to win these
I will
threads.
not be doing that.
Why not?
Because I hate Fanatics because they won't send me my Greg Weissart jersey.
Ah, so you're a Team Italy fan.
Yeah, I'm a Greg Weissart fan. Yeah.
He's been good for them. He has.
Yeah.
Famous Italian Greg Weissart. I like him.
Yeah, no, they had to hold on to Great Britain the other day, but they still won. It still counts.
To be fair, for half of the game, the U.S. also still had to hold on to Great Britain.
Yeah, but that was a prank.
Yeah, don't worry. After U.S. scored 6 runs, Aaron Judge hit something.
Yep. Oh wow, I know, right? During the biggest leverage moments of the game. Yeah.
Greg Head's rise from @ChristyLala in the chat. You Greg Head?
Yeah, I'm a Greg Head.
Say Greg Head.
Greg Head.
Oh, okay. Thank you for doing that.
And then I put in the wrong sound.
You did. Fuck. Yeah, no, I gave you access to the soundboard. No way, this can go wrong.
Yeah.
I am a Team Italy fan. And I think they are more surprising than people give them credit for.
Yeah, when I was looking at their roster, I was pretty surprised by that. It was essentially still all major leaguers.
Yep.
So all of them are American. There's nobody from actual Italy over there, and there's some countries that are like that.
Greg Weissart is American.
I know,
Do you
right?
hear how you sound?
Yeah. So they're a fun team. They got the espresso and the dugout and everything. They have only faced the 2 bad teams, just like everybody else in Pool D or whatever pool that it is, where you get to beat up on Brazil and Great Britain, who officially got eliminated today. Fuck you, Jazz Chisholm.
Get him.
Yep. Who also was horrible in the tournament. It was so funny to see him just like, we're gonna shock the world, and then he goes like 0 for 9 for the first 2 games,
right?
And then like gets caught stealing today, and just did not even help them at all.
No.
Nate Eaton has helped out Great Britain
Nate Eaton has
so
been
much
fucking
more than
incredible.
Jazz Chisholm ever has to Great Britain. Yeah.
Nate Eaton has changed my narrative on Nate Eaton specifically by playing for Great Britain.
Yeah, it was very funny when he hit that lead-off home run against Tarek Skubal the other night. It was the only 3 hits of that game. So
and it was the first pitch, wasn't it? Just bonk.
First pitch, just like yep. And then Tarek Skubal was like, I can't face Nate Eaton again. I'm gonna quit.
I want to let you know that I do have the Great Britain stats in front of me, and as of me looking at the baseball reference page for Great Britain, Jazz Chisholm has a 0 across all stats.
They did play today, and I think he got a hit or 2, and he was caught stealing. So yeah, they will unfortunately be back for the 2029 or 2030 WBC whenever they announce it. I don't think they've announced the next tournament quite yet. But yeah, that's unfortunate. It would have been cool to see Brazil, beat them maybe and requalify. And same thing, I was kind of talking about with the Czech, like Brazil, for it being such a huge country, obviously soccer dominates there. And baseball, there's only been, I think, like 5 or 6 Brazilian baseball players in the major leagues ever. So it would be cool to, see some of these other countries really expand. And I think, obviously, the WBC is the perfect opportunity for some of these countries that might not be too familiar with baseball to kind of, get their feet wet a little bit with it.
I think that's another great aspect of the WBC is you get a bunch of players who are out there playing their hearts out. And it's also a really great chance for guys who don't have access to the limelight to get scouted. So we knew coming in that Joseph Contreras, for example, had a lot in the tank, and then you see him throwing 97, 99. He gets judged to ground into a double play at 17 years old. Yeah, like it's hard. No, I think my niece got him to ground into a double play once. But as an example, right, like this guy now has a lot more access for scouts to see him and be like, oh my God, 17 and he's throwing 97? Better put him on the Red Sox right now. I'm Craig Breslow. And then on top of that, you have like the Czech plumbers that are like throwing 85 curveballs. And it's like, you know what? That's interesting at least.
Yeah. Like imagine like going out there facing, Bobby Witt and Aaron Judge, Bryce Harper. And then you got to go back to social studies class next week. Like you got this important, like, like trigonometry test. I'm sure he's a smart guy. He was in trig. I was not.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give Joseph credit over here. So yeah, it obviously is gonna improve his draft stock. We saw a story last year out of a guy from Nicaragua where somebody just went out and signed him right after he struck out, Juan Soto and Rafael Devers and like Manny Machado. So, it is cool exposure for some of these guys here. There's definitely a lot of just like, oh my God, this guy's still playing. Like 44-year-old Alexi Ramirez, like just like, oh wow, he has not played since before this global pandemic 6 years ago.
Right.
So, it's a great mixture of remember some dudes and remember some dudes for the future.
Oh, I remember.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember.
Yeah.
I don't know what I love more, the new kids or the old kids.
Yeah, I don't know if old kids. I think that might be an oxymoron. Yeah, but
No,
no,
it's not. Why would you do?
No,
Shut
man.
up. Knock,
Yeah.
knock. Who's there? Shut up.
Oh man.
What are you wearing tonight?
I am wearing. He's an old friend of ours. Maybe not friend anymore, but we got the Dominicana jersey here. We got an Expos at. I'm a little weary of showing the back here, but I'm gonna.
Does it say Jared Carrabis?
Yeah, we got the number 11 Rafael Devers, which I got for the last WBC, and I was just like, oh, cool. He'll be on the Red Sox for a while. Makes sense to get his jersey. I don't have a Dominican one yet, so yeah.
Why, something happened? Oh, are you playing the dodgeball
Yeah, I'm
sounds?
playing the dodgeball
You're
sound
def-
just
I
a few times here.
Think you
They
should.
suck.
But
Yeah.
good
Oh,
news,
fucking
he will always be a player for the DR, so that jersey will never
Not
go out
this
of
year. He's
style.
not even on the roster.
Yeah, but that's different.
He will always be Dominican. I don't think anybody could take that away from him.
Yeah, and I don't think next WBC we're going to see, oh, Great Britain, here comes Rafael Devers.
That would be extremely funny if he just like changed to a random country. He's like, I'm Korean.
Him and Lars
Yeah.
Nootbaar both.
Yeah. Rafael Devers Park.
How do you... Oh, son of a bitch.
Kim Jong Devers.
Kim Jong Devers?
Yeah.
He's the son of the John Deverses.
Yeah, exactly.
Rulers of the Korean nation. The
Yeah,
good Korea.
The good Koreans, the ones in the north.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
What?
Whoa,
What?
whoa.
Yeah.
Wait,
Never
which-
mind. Anyways.
Yeah, back to the WBC. God forbid a white boy get a little motion.
Yep.
Who looks good? Who is in motion?
Oh, you know what?
Oh no,
I-
second jersey reveal.
No, not second jersey. But
Oh, okay.
I got a WBC shirt on too. So I got this at the last WBC down in Miami. So I had to rock it with it today.
Mhm. You know, you could call your dog WBC.
Ooh, that's a good idea. Yeah, except that would mean he would have a job.
Would it? World
Yeah.
Baseball Classic
Baseball
Edie?
player, yeah.
Famous baseball player Edie. Jack got a compliment on his jersey today at the thrift store.
I did, yeah. Somebody was like, "Oh, I like your jersey. Like they're beating Israel right now." And I was like, "Yeah, Fernando Tatis, grand slam."
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
real.
Yep, boo. Yeah.
No, like they're losing.
Yeah, they are eliminated, so
And-
they'll unfortunately be back. So the hate watch has been electric.
So what's been really interesting to me about some of the like non-eye popping countries, and we'll use Israel as an example, is you go down that list and they're also not like Israeli players from Israel. It's like the single A and double A guys who just like really want an opportunity to play at an incredibly competitive level. And they need to sign up for a country to be able to do that. So, like, you get your guys like Harrison Bader, and then you get
Who was apparently eligible for like 3 other countries too, or like 2 other countries, and he just chose Israel. So
what
Jot
other
that down.
countries?
I
Do you
think
know?
one of them was Great Britain, and
Okay.
I think the other one was I think the other one was Italy even. So yeah.
So, all right. So, loaded question: would he have been the starting center fielder on both or either of those teams?
I mean, yes, yeah. I mean, he's better than Trace Thompson, so there is that.
I don't know.
He's
Did you
not
see
better
that
than
catch?
Nate Eaton, yeah, but he's no Nate Eaton.
And nobody's Nate Eaton. Not
Yeah.
even Nate Eaton is Nate Eaton.
Nope.
And Jazz Chisholm is certainly not
No,
fucking Nate Eaton.
oh my God, yeah, no.
Why did he even? I didn't. I am confused why Jazz Chisholm would play for Great Britain for a multitude of reasons. Being bad at baseball for one.
No, it's you know
They
what?
suck.
Thank
So
you,
fucking
Hogdale.
bad.
Was that man? I love this new soundboard. Nothing can ever go wrong.
Yeah, we forgot to add on the new ones, but that's okay.
Has there been a DRPR game yet?
No, they're in different pools. So
Okay.
Venezuela and the DR are gonna face off Wednesday, I believe. I think both of them have an off day Tuesday. So
Okay.
that will be a big matchup.
To say
Both
the
of them
least.
are already 3-0.
Yep.
So both of them have already advanced to pool play, but the winner of that gets to face Korea, and the loser of that has to face Japan. So the big difference there. Yeah.
Wait. No. Yes, wait. Yes. Korea-Japan was a very exciting game, though.
Yeah, no, that one was that whole pool. I think it was C even this year. The pools make no sense in terms of letters for
They
me.
make no sense.
But that one, obviously, we talked about the Czech. They're going to go in 4. Japan's going to go 4-0. But we had Korea, Taiwan, and Australia all go 2-2. So it was a very interesting matchup today because it wasn't just like a who wins versus Korea versus Australia for who moves on. It was going to be based on run differential. So it ended up going so back and forth, not in the actual game, but in terms of like the matrix of who had to score what. So Korea had to score at least 6 runs and keep
Australia
below 5 runs, or 5 runs below them. So at one point it was 6-1, which means Korea would have advanced. And then in the bottom of the 8th, Australia scores a run to make it 6-2, which means Australia would have advanced. And then in the top of the 9th, Korea scores another run from an error, not on the error directly, but because of an error, to lead 7-2, and they ended up winning, and they advanced for the first time since 2009. So I feel bad for Australia and Taiwan for having the same record as them and just losing by 1 run. Essentially, it would have been a longer shot for Taiwan. It would have had to been like a really high scoring game from both of the sides in order for it to happen. So it's the second tournament in a row Taiwan's kind of gotten screwed over because they've tied and just somehow not gotten to that point where they've been able to move on. They'll at least requalify for next time. They don't have to requalify like last time, but yeah, it's just a tough break for them. And they showed up in Japan. They did. They had electric crowds, especially that first game against the Czech. Like they showed up and they supported their country, and that's a lot to be said in a foreign country.
Australia has surprised me a lot this time around.
I wouldn't even say they've surprised me. I knew they were good. I talked here last week that Australia could, make a run at it. They made it out of pool play last time around, and just about any other pool, they might have actually had a chance. So yeah, it's unfortunate. Our friend Holly, we've had on the show
at Red Sox Yapper,
Yapper,
Twitter.
Felt very bad for her, and we'll hopefully see more Australian major leaguers down the road too, or some guys that might have Australian heritage, which I do.
Yeah, Harrison Bader probably.
Yeah, Harrison Bader.
You have Australian heritage.
Sure. Yeah.
Can you play first base?
Yeah, I think I could. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, sorry. Let me buddy Ron Washington. He's gonna help you out.
Oh yeah. Well, if I know one thing about playing first base is it's very easy.
Yeah. Tell him, Wash.
Yeah,
it's super easy. I'm Ron Washington.
Yeah.
That was my Ron Washington impression. I know, indiscernible from the actual one. Who put the final nail in Australia's coffin in the Japan-Australia game?
The Japan-Australia game was kind of back and forth since Australia was winning at one point, and then we had our good friend and starting outfielder for the Boston Red Sox,
Aura King,
Frame Mogged, Team Australia with left on left homer. I'm gonna throw out there too to give us or to give Japan the lead, and then ended up holding on 4-3. And the fact that Australia even made that game close really just goes to show that they are competitive. But Japan, I mean, they are so good. Yeah, like there's and I can't wait to see them play in Miami.
Yeah, how many MVPs does Japan have right now?
I think just Shohei Ohtani. I don't
Sure. As far as lead wide goes, yes, that's correct. But I'm also thinking of Yamamoto, who was the World Series MVP.
That's true. Yeah, I guess you could count that.
Yeah,
and Yoshida should have won WBC MVP last time around. Yeah, I will die on this hill.
Yeah, Yoshida has a 1768 OPS right now.
Yeah, pretty good.
Pretty good. He is only behind Shohei Ohtani and Seiya Suzuki.
Yep. So that's all good. And I mean, it's good to see just Yoshida out there playing the outfield, hitting well, and we'll see what happens at the end of spring and how the Red Sox roster shakes out. But there's in every single scenario that you can think of, Yoshida playing well is so much better than the opposite. Like, no matter if you want to keep him on the team or you want to trade him, Yoshida playing well is the best case scenario. Jarren Duran playing well, best case scenario.
Yep.
Nate Eaton playing well is the best case scenario. There is no scenario where somebody playing good in the WBC is bad for the Boston Red Sox, unless if it's Jazz Chisholm.
Yeah,
who's bad.
Any Red Sox player should be playing well right now for any reason, whether it's for trade value or whether it's what they're going to do on this team. Like Nate Eaton playing well right now. I'm ecstatic to see that Nate Eaton can hit a home run off Skubal in one pitch.
Yep, that's good because Nate Eaton is going to be here to hit lefties. So Taylor Skubal, left-handed.
Yes, and Nate Eaton is here to stay. Like whether you like him or not at Hogdale, Nate Eaton is here to stay for the season. What happens to him?
Well, he might. I think he still has options. But
yeah, they're going to move him up and down, but he is on the Red Sox. You will see Nate Eaton play for the Red Sox this year. Yeah, hope he is good, but from what we're seeing right now, he's ready. He knows he has something to prove.
He's ready to be that right-handed platoon bat in the outfield, kind of the Rob Refsnyder role,
Yeah, well, especially now the Romy Gonzalez role.
Yeah, it's exploded.
Yeah, that's heartbreaking.
Yeah, no, that's we kind of saw it on the writing on the wall since he's been kind of being pushed back and everything. He's seen a specialist now, so thankfully we have Nadine and Andrew Monasterio, and
who still looks fucking awesome.
Yeah, who still looks great, and will probably break camp with the team at this rate too. And then you have Nick Sogard, who had a big home run in spring training today, and I have not watched a single second of Red Sox spring training since the WBC has started.
No, I don't think anyone would blame you for that.
Yeah.
And you also haven't watched a single second of Crochet pitch because for some fucking reason we can't get a Crochet game on the TV in 2026.
Yeah, it almost feels intentional at this point where they just line it up so that way nobody can see him and nobody can scout him, I guess, even though they're StatCast and people there. And
nobody can scout Garrett Crochet. Yeah. He throw real hard from the left. It go 97 and sometimes 99. And Zoidberger again at Izzy Falafel.
Yep, Izzy Falafel.
That's the name they give us. Izzy
Falafel.
Okay,
I like that. Yeah,
I think it's supposed to be for IKF.
Oh yeah, IKF. Yeah. I keep forgetting about him.
Yeah, which now that Romy is looking like he's out for a little bit longer, IKF, also a guy who's here to stay. You knew he was going to be the backup option throughout the year, but now definitely here to stay because you got to fill a role on this team.
Yeah, I mean, he had a major league deal without options, so yeah, he was of course here to stay. But we'll talk about the Red Sox for a second here because there was one interesting story I heard today coming out of camp, and that's kind of something that we've talked about all this last year or this offseason, I should say, and that's the backup catcher role.
Yep,
and according to, I think our good friend Tim Healy even put it out there. Matt Thaiss has been
fucking good.
Yeah, it has been really good for us. He's been impressing a lot of people on both sides of the ball. And he does indeed have an upward mobility clause. So if another team wants to add him to the 40-man roster, he'll be able to at the end of spring training. So with Connor Wong having an option, you might want to consider, like, do you want to have this catching depth at the major league level and have Connor Wong start the season in AAA and kind of see how things go, especially maybe with some of Carlos Narvaez's, health, not concerns, but you could, if
history.
something that history, yeah, I think that's a fair way to say it. So I would not. It's something I'm keeping an eye on. I don't think they're making any decisions quite yet, but don't be surprised.
Yeah. With Connor Wong in particular, can he do something other than catch? Is there a reason to believe he would be on the major league roster if he was not a catcher?
No.
You don't see him backing up first base until Casas is healthy again?
They've been playing IKF there. They've been playing Monasterio there. They've been playing Nick Sogard. Yeah, exactly. So I would be pretty surprised. It just seems like, with the depth that we have, that, unless if he really somehow just shines at second base or whatever,
right?
Then yeah. I just don't. I think if they wanted to have Connor Wong play other positions, we would have seen it over the last year at this point too.
Yeah, and we saw them slide him in a few places when the roster had so many holes, but it just doesn't feel like there are too many holes for him to fill. And if Matt Thaiss and even fucking Mickey Gasper is out playing him at catcher, then he's great depth to have, but I think the path for him to get back to the major league team every day is gonna get a lot longer.
Yeah, no, I think so too. But we'll still see Connor Wong, around for another year at least. So
yep,
we'll see what happens after that.
Tyler McMullen in the chat says, would fully believe Crochet has been pitching right-handed this spring. You can't disprove it.
That's a great point. Like, I think that's a great way to keep him healthy. Make him amphibious.
Amphibious, so he's attracted to men and women?
Yeah. We don't know what his preferences are. I know he's married and has a kid on the way, but that just because it's a heteronormative relationship does not mean anything else.
I'm so proud of you. This is also a professional baseball team, so you can call a spade a spade.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. He also came out today and he said, man, it is so hot out there. I would be taking my shirt off and pitching without a shirt on if I could do that
I think we should let him do that.
Let him take his fucking shirt off.
Then I guess the other kind of big story out of spring, which I think is going to be a total non-story by the time spring ends, is they don't seem... they haven't fully committed to Marcelo Meyer at one of the infield positions yet. They haven't officially decided if Caleb Durbin's going to play second or third base either. So I think Marcelo Meyer breaks camp. I think, they're just not giving him the keys to the car. I think he does have to earn it and prove it. And I think he has looked pretty good this spring. I don't have the numbers in front of me, and the numbers only mean so much too, especially when an organization like the Red Sox cares so much about all the under the hood stuff, as they should, because I think that's probably a better indicator than, if you get robbed of a hit in spring training or whatever. So, we've talked about it before, but I would be surprised if Marcelo Meyer, bearing any injury, is not on the opening day roster.
I'm with you there. So it sounds like you're kind of in the mindset that they're playing a little cat and mouse with Marcelo Meyer.
Yeah.
Which makes sense. You have to get the best out of him, especially as a young player. You can't promise him anything. He still has a ceiling to hit. And if you're Alex Cora or anyone else on the coaching staff, it's your job to make sure he does hit that ceiling. So I'm with you there. I think I see him breaking camp at second base, but you can't let him think that until day one of the season.
Exactly. And then we found out today or yesterday that we're going to be facing Andrew Abbott on opening day. So he will not be playing opening day, even if he does make the club. It will be the other hand of the platoon, probably.
Andrew Abbott, guy you were famously interested in the offseason.
Yeah, so that didn't end up happening, but that's okay.
Well, there's still time. What if we trade Andrew Abbott for Masataka Yoshida?
Oh, man. Well, the Reds lost Hunter Green, so I don't think they're going to be trading any of their pitching now. So,
okay, all right. We'll throw in Kyle Harrison again.
Oh, man, yeah.
Nick York needs somewhere to play.
Yeah, no, we could just trade for Nick York. He could be our second baseman.
Nick York, nothing beats that, which was the first card you opened in your pack today, which is so funny because was it last year or the year before where Nick York was the first person anyone was trading away, and Look at us now.
Yep. Yeah. Still trading him away.
Still
Trading for
away.
him back.
Yeah. Well, speaking of the Pirates, before we go to the break and come back and talk more WBC, a guy in the WBC on the Pirates doing real well, O'Neal Cruz, playing fantastic out there. Why are the Pirates bad? Is my question.
Yeah, they just seem to make a bunch of bad decisions, and who would have ever guessed Ben Cherington might not be the guy to lead the ship? Yeah, and bumping their owner is also a horrible shitbag. So I think they'll be better this year. I mean, they're always heading in the right direction. It feels like until they're not, and they got the pitching, they got Paul Skeens, who's starting to Mexico teammate. Jared Jones just got back. They got Bubba Chandler, Mitch Keller. So, on paper, they should be good, but also communism should be. And, that doesn't end up working out well here. So, I guess we'll see. But tough division. Got the Brewers, Reds.
Yep.
The other teams there, Cubs.
Yep.
And the other one. Cardinals.
There it
They're
is.
bad.
Yeah.
They're going to be bad.
Yeah, and I know why you said communism, so I can't wait to get more of that after the break. Where are we going to commercial today?
Communism.
All right, let's go to communism.
Oh, man, it was capitalism. Ah,
damn it. So close.
Actually, the complete opposite.
Yeah, well, okay. So we have to clarify to everyone that you said communism for a reason, and you said it because I am wearing a Mexico jersey, and you said that I am a communist for wearing a Mexico jersey.
Yeah, because, hey, I know you're cheering for Team Italy.
Yep.
But you can cheer for Team Italy and U.S. and for Mexico not to make it at the same time.
I can also cheer for Team Mexico whenever I want. So write that down.
Yeah.
You fucking.
I know,
dumbass.
and we can deport you back there.
Oh yeah, ice. Ian's from Mexico.
Yeah.
They look at my birth certificate. They're like, "This guy's from Maine. What are you talking about?"
It starts with an M.
It starts with an M. I carry my birth certificate.
Yeah.
So they're
Frost
gonna know.
Mexico.
Yeah,
Mexico.
Famously, yes, Maine. Cold Mexico. That's what they call it up there. I am wearing the Mexico jersey because I think Mexico is going to win. I think Mexico mercy ruled Brazil in the 7th, and they're going to beat the shit out of the USA, who has looked so fucking terrible for this whole WBC.
They looked up and down. So, if you look at the scores on paper, they won 15-5, which, hey, great for the run differential. Then they won 9-1. They just haven't looked as prepared. So, except for Roman Anthony, who is our golden darling child, and we love him so much, and he's been playing so good. And Aaron Judge and Bryce Harper are fucking frauds who hate America. Same with Tarek Skubal, hates America. We'll see if Paul Skeens actually loves America or not tonight. Or if you're listening, I guess you'll probably know the results of this the next day and everything. It has not looked too great, but the same thing happened the last WBC too, where they were struggling against Great Britain, and then I think Canada gave them some troubles. Oh, right. No, they scored 9 runs against Canada in the first inning last time around. And they lost to Mexico last time around, too. And obviously, this is a lot better team than the last WBC. But they still made it to the finals somehow. So they really just have to make it out of pool play. I think they're going to focus a little bit more. So this is the first real test for them in terms of, an actual quality opponent. Italy's also good, too, which I believe they face tomorrow or on Wednesday. I forget. But anyways, the winner of this is probably the biggest matchup of any team in pool play.
100%
against any pool, since you see Japan and Korea, and they obviously have a lot of turmoil between those two countries, and then you have even the DR versus Venezuela, and both of those teams have already clinched, so they don't have to worry about going all out, because they know that they're gonna already be moving on and they don't want to waste all their bullets. And then even in some of the other pools, other pool, like you have Puerto Rico, who I think is 2-0 right now.
Yep.
And you have Panama and Cuba and Canada that are all kind of in that same level of competitiveness too. But this is a heavyweight matchup here. This is gonna mean a lot, especially it being played in Texas, where there's obviously a large Mexican population and a lot of yeehaw cowboy Americans.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be a very loud atmosphere. It's not gonna be like a home game for Team USA. I'll say that. So yeah, I'm excited to see it. I think we're gonna learn a lot about if Team USA can hang around to compete, and if the first two games are essentially just warm ups. Because I will say Team USA's pitching has looked good.
Yes.
Apart from Michael Wacha, who cares? That Michael Wacha's not going to be pitching in the finals or whatever. So that was just kind of a throw in. So other than Manny Ramirez's son and Nadine, I think their pitching could just keep them afloat, especially with Paul Skeens today. Garrett Whitlock is going to pitch tonight since Alex Cora, reached out to Mark DeRosa. It was just hey, I do need our guy to pitch. So we'll see him tonight one way or another. Hopefully, for me, because I love America sometimes.
Yeah.
I do think that they could just be carried that way, and I would be pretty shocked if they're the ones, looking outside of the window at when pool play is done.
Yeah, I also want to put big, heavy quotation marks around Mark DeRosa.
Yeah, I'm a little out on him.
He's a celebrity manager, but
great with the media, and that's
when you look at what Dusty Baker, don't worry, I'll pull the comment up in a second. It's very funny. But when you look at how Dusty Baker managed Nicaragua, who did go 0-3, but had some very competitive games, those are the guys you want managing teams. Mark DeRosa got so lucky that someone handed him a roster of some of the greatest talent in MLB. They can do a lot of things on their own, but quote unquote Mark DeRosa is not an MLB manager, and it kind of looks like that the way they play.
I will give him credit. He was a great recruiter for this. He was able to get guys on board, which I think is kind of the biggest thing when it comes to this, is just getting the dudes on board to play. And I think with the excitement of the last WBC and America losing by 1 run to Japan with a very less roster than the one they have this year, and it's only an avalanche. So I think, we saw a lot of, not only for the rosters, but for the fans and the excitement about everything. Since I think last WBC, there was a lot of fans that kind of tuned in, during the elimination rounds, the quarterfinals and the semifinals and everything. But I've definitely noticed a huge uptick this year in people watching every single game, not even just United States, just across the board, everybody kind of following it, being excited, watching, their team's players and everybody else's, learning these new players that we talked about. So I'm excited to see, if the if MLB players are going to be allowed in the Olympics, but especially for next WBC as well.
Yeah, I got to pull up the comment now from @Zoidberger again, who's crushing it in the chat tonight. It says, "Is Ice throwing out the first pitch?"
No, Darren Duran is playing left, so
yeah. Well, playing left for.
I think he's
Mexico.
playing right. I think he's playing right field. For
Mexico.
For Mexico, yeah.
So would he have to?
And not Alex Verdugo.
Well, yeah. Well, no wonder this is a competitive Mexico team. Oh, because Alex Verdugo.
Oh, yeah. Huge addition by not having him.
Yeah. Couldn't he play for Korea?
Yeah, probably.
Could he technically, if he played for the Guangdong Chinese?
No, you'd have to be a citizen, but you know what? He might not be too far away from that.
He might as well. So Trevor Bauer could maybe play for Team Korea.
No. First of all, he's playing in Japan, and second of all, he sucks.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's playing in Japan?
Yeah, and he got a shit rocked last year, so I don't even know if he's coming back or not. I have Trevor Bauer just completely muted all across Twitter, so I do not follow him at all.
Which I think you should. And we talk a lot on this show, high horse a little bit, sorry. We talk a lot on this show about baseball players should meet a high level of moral standard. You see some players kind of get away with living on the edge of that, but Trevor Bauer...
I don't even know why we're talking about him in the year 2026, so let's move on.
Yeah, you're right. So moving on. For tonight's game, crowd is sold out Standing room tickets are sold out. This is a huge WBC matchup.
Yep. Yeah, no, hey.
It's crazy.
Oh, by the way, my tickets finally got delivered for the WBC finals today. So
Sick.
they're in my wallet, or in my phone's wallet. So very excited about that. Since whenever you're buying from a third party, you feel pretty confident, but it's always good when it's ahead of time since
Right. And you like to hold it in your hand because you're like, okay. I knew it was coming, and now I know I have it.
Yep, exactly. Yeah.
You must be fucking psyched.
Very. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yeah.
Are you going to wave a flag?
Maybe. I don't know. Depends on who's playing. I'm excited for any matchup it could be.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have a preferred matchup?
I would like to see a Hispanic country in it this year, whether it's the DR, Venezuela, or Mexico even.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, seeing a Latin country versus Japan and their fan base, because they're both so loud and energetic in such different ways. I think that would be such a wildly cool atmosphere to see. I mean, I saw it last year with Japan and Mexico too in the semifinals. But yeah, I think that would be really cool. Obviously, I'm cheering for the U.S., but I don't think there could be a bad matchup. When do you get to that level?
No, and that's the fun thing about watching the WBC, especially because you get a lot of players from MLB, is you can cheer for really any team.
Yeah, no, I like the Mexico team. I like the Italy team.
Mm-hmm.
There's a few teams I obviously cheer against if you follow me on Twitter.
Yep.
But in terms of everybody else, I was watching that Korea-Australia game today being like, I don't know who I want to win.
Right.
I like both of these countries, and they both play with so much passion and everything else. I just hope everybody has fun.
Yeah. What was the game the other day? I think it was Panama PR, and Panama was up 2-1 in the ninth. I'm like, come on, let's go Panama, let's go.
Yeah.
And then they blew it, which
A very exciting game, yeah.
Yeah, but I'm watching all of these games and I'm like, the fuck, I would love this team to win because this guy is on it, or this team to win.
Yeah, all of a sudden, Netherlands versus Nicaragua on noon on a Tuesday just becomes so exciting.
Yeah.
Unless if you're the announcer calling that home run, which was awful. But yeah.
And he goes yard.
Oh, and they take the lead. I think he didn't realize that it was the bottom of the ninth.
Yeah, they take the lead. Has anyone seen my wife?
Why is everybody? Oh,
they take the lead.
Yeah.
Oh. I think they were right to put Team Mexico USA on tonight at 8 p.m. I think right now it is the biggest game of the whole tournament. And frankly, I think you'd be pressed to see bigger games after this, even going to the finals. I mean, the final will probably be the biggest game, but USA-Mexico, this is a matchup. These are rivals, two very good teams playing on the border of US and Mexico.
Yeah.
I'm ecstatic, and I think Mexico is going to win.
I would not be surprised. I mean, honestly, who's pitching for Mexico tonight? Do we even know? I think we obviously do know, but I forget.
Yeah, I haven't pulled it up. Also, I'm not very quick with it.
I'm pulling up the MLB app, and it's presented by Corona, which is a very ominous sign for Team USA right now. So, yeah.
Presented by Corona.
Yeah, it's Manny Beretta, who pitches for the Orioles, last pitch for the Orioles in the major leagues in 2021. So, hey, Team USA has been struggling against
pitchers.
Yeah, pitchers lately. So, don't know too much against this guy, and I think USA, where they haven't been able to scout some of these 17-year-olds or whatever, I think that's hurt them. I think they're a little bit out of the routine, so I think they make it deeper in the tournament and they're actually facing major league pitchers and they can do the trajectory machines and everything else that might help them. But yeah.
Yeah, I'm taking a look at their lineup right now just to see what weapons they have in the tank. But I think if Mexico lets you down anywhere, it's going to be in the pitching because the U.S. pitching is just unbelievable.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think the pitching is going to carry the U.S. more than the hitting does even. So this is an all-star lineup for, the Team Mexico. Literally, first three guys were all-stars last year, I believe, or first four guys even. And then, you have a few other guys in there that are also very good. So credit to them.
Mm-hmm. Christy seems to think that you can find it on Poob.
Yeah.
It's on Poob. Poob has it for you.
Yeah.
No free ads to Poob.
Only free ads to Chili's, and they're 3 for me, which I had for lunch today, and it was great. It hit, yeah.
Chili's, if you're watching.
And you know what? Chili's, Tex-Mex. I think it's perfect for U.S. Mexico today, so yeah.
If we post that on Twitter, do you think they immediately sponsor us?
Yeah, I know you've been negging to the point where you've asked our waitress before, so.
I haven't yet, but it's probably
Okay.
getting to about that time. I worked for a Chili's at one point.
Did you really?
Yeah, I really did.
For when?
Yeah, after college, I needed a job, so I worked at Chili's for a few months.
I worked at a Chipotle once, so you know.
you fold burritos like nobody.
I am a good burrito folder, so yes.
Yeah, it's one of those skills you take from a job like that stays with you forever.
Yep.
Like when you serve tables, I can carry like 3 or 4 glasses at a time, and I'm so proud of myself, but it does nothing for me anywhere other than like carrying glasses. And I feel like folding a burrito is a great skill to have.
It is a great skill.
Especially tonight with Team Mexico USA.
Yeah.
Where Mexico folds the USA like a burrito.
Yeah, I should start just like cheering for teams based off of which food I like more. Yeah.
I say go for it. Why the hell not?
Yeah, Great Britain is going to be dead last.
Yeah. You don't like beans on toast?
You don't like these mushy peas?
Oh,
these...
this my mother used to make these.
Oh, this is a bunch of nuts and bolts.
What are they even serving?
Oh, you making fun of my food?
No,
Don't mention the massacre of all your children in schools.
What do they even make for ballpark food over there? That is my question for you. What is a ballpark food in Great Britain?
Like, I follow this thing. It's like Footy Scran, where it's like just food at soccer stadiums or football stadiums, and it all just looks awful. Like
Footy Scran?
They are still eating like the fucking Germans are overhead. So yeah.
Oh my god. Can you say? Well, we've been canceled. Thank you, the Believe Network. Thank you.
Oh, sorry, too soon.
Yeah. Germany has never played in a WBC.
No, they have played in qualifiers, and they funny enough, their best player was Max Kepler, who was bad even on steroids.
Well,
Yeah.
you think Aaron Judge should take steroids?
I don't think,
You
it
think
couldn't
there's
hurt
no
him at
helping
this
him?
point. Yeah.
Yeah, so bad. You know what embarrasses me is how ballpark food looks everywhere other than Fenway. Like the apple pot stickers that are going around on Twitter. I'm like, those look fucking bomb. I'm gonna go get a hot dog with mustard only, and I'm gonna like it. But I would love an apple
I'm going to
pot
have some of the
sticker.
soggiest fries you've ever had in your entire life with these, like, just, they finally brought back regular Heinz ketchup, but, like, when they had, like, the sugar-free organic bullshit, that was fucking awful.
Put sugar in.
Aramac, if you're listening, I hate you.
Aramark Catering. You know, I worked a few gigs for them back in the day. I was a French maid for a period of time. Yeah. Would not recommend. But anyway, so we're at about our 50-minute mark. The reason I'm going to mention that now is because game starts at 8. I don't want to miss more than a second of it. I don't think anyone else does. So I'm going to hit you with our game as of right now.
Okay.
I'm going to bring up our 2 teams for tonight. Where was I? I just closed out of it and I'm an asshole for that. But I'm going to bring up Team USA and I am going to bring up Team Mexico.
Okay.
It's going to be a little trivia night. I want you to tell me the top 3 OPS for players on each team, and we'll start with the U.S. as of the WBC.
It just in the WBC, okay.
Yes, correct.
Okay, so I actually haven't really watched too much of Mexico yet because there's been other games on, so I'm gonna guess so am I guessing the top 3 for each or top 3 total?
Top 3 for each.
Okay. For USA, I'm gonna go Roman Anthony.
Okay.
And then who else has been doing well offensively? I'm gonna go Bruce Terang, however you pronounce his name. He got a few hits the other night too.
Sure.
And then, God, this is so hard because they have not been playing that well. I think the only guy that's hit a home run is Aaron Judge, so somehow he might just be up there too.
So the stats are a little skewed because Gunnar Henderson only has 5 plate appearances.
Yeah.
And he has an 1800 OPS.
Oh, okay, yeah, he did have a good game the other day. Yeah.
You did, but you missed one major home run hitter that has a 1511 OPS in 11 at bats.
Was it Will Smith?
It was not.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was gonna say because it was Cal Raleigh starting game 1.
Think of bigger, burlier, former Red Stocking.
Is it Alex Bregman?
No.
Former Red Stocking.
You're gonna look so stupid if I have to tell you. He's from Ohio.
Oh, Kyle Schwarber.
Kyle Schwarber is a 1511 OPS.
Because I was going through like position by position in my mind, and I forgot about DH. So
yeah, he also has a home run. 430-foot home run.
Yeah, he just loves homering in every tournament possible.
He does. As of right now, based on purely OPS, Gunnar Henderson leads the team at 1,800. Kyle Schwarber is second at 1,511, and Bryce Terang at 1,333.
Bryce Terang. I always want to think it's Bruce for some reason.
Yeah, it's Bruce. Bruce Terang. But Roman Anthony currently has a 920 OPS, which is higher than Aaron Judge's 919 OPS.
Good, yeah, because he's better.
Yeah, much, much better.
Bryce Harper's also been pooping the bed and then was just like, oh, yeah, the Olympics is better. First of all, I want MLBers to be in the Olympics, but let's not pretend like just because it's the Olympics that it's bigger. Because like there's soccer in the Olympics. Is that bigger than the World Cup? No, because there's only going to be 6 teams that would compete for the Olympics versus the 20. So you get a really full scope. It's going to be a lot larger scale in the WBC. So I truly hope that MLB players do play in the Olympics, but I don't think it's going to be bigger than the WBC. No.
Absolutely not. And for his crimes, Bryce Harper is hitting a 586 OPS.
Speaking of crimes, we got Petey here.
He's on the pod.
Yeah.
You're right. Bryce Harper looks like ass, and he's trying to make up for it by being like, I don't want to be here.
Yeah.
We don't want you here either, dude. You look like shit.
Yeah.
Now, to the other side of the aisle. Team Mexico, who are our top 3 OPS performers?
I saw Jaron got a home run and a double yesterday, so I'm going to say he's one of them.
Okay.
I think Alejandro Kirk had a big home run, so I'm going to say him. And then I'm not sure if Randy's done too much, so I'm going to go say Jose Aranda instead.
Yeah, so it is really tricky to pull these ones up because on paper, they've only had 1 game, and Baseball Reference loads really, really slowly.
Well, they've had 2 games.
Yes, but
Yep, so I don't know how long we've been muted for, so... Yep.
You know what? We'll figure it out in post. But we're at the end of our episode here. Had a ton of fun. We have a huge, huge-ass WBC game to watch. Christy says we haven't been muted for long, so we should be okay.
Okay.
But anything else you want to say before we go watch the Mexico-USA game?
Yeah, we'll be doing our AL East preview next Sunday. We have some fun guests on. Some new ones, some recurring ones. So I'm very excited to, talk about some non-WBC baseball and everything. Pete, I swear to God, if you fucking unplug this mic again, I will throw you out the window. So that'll be good. Let's have some predictions here. Oh, actually, not even because we... just sit. Anyways, Yeah, let's have a final score prediction for USA Mexico tonight.
I bet Mexico is going to win 7-4.
I'm gonna go USA wins 7-4.
You fucker.
Yeah.
You fucking asshole.
Yep.
I'll tell you what. If I win 7-4, I get to punch you in the nuts, and there is no reciprocal to this.
No.
Fuck. Damn it. The art of the deal.
The art of the deal. Yeah. Master negotiator.
All right. Well, check in with us next week for the preview of the AL East. Thank you, Believe Network. Like, comment, subscribe. Love you all.
Okay,
I love you. No, I love you. Okay, love you. Bye.
Yep.
No, I love you.
Okay,
Okay.
love you. Oh, say can you see?